And, speaking of EB5, so, I mean, that was the pinnacle of the old thing, and then they essentially shut it down for many years, and then it came back again in 2009, so it was ups and down. When you were starting, was it still where USCIS or INS, you would just go there to pick up the forms, and you have to hand it to them in person at a local office before the lockbox system is developed?
You did. You had the ability to file in person. You had the ability. We would get the forms ahead, but I remember paralegals typing the forms.
Yeah.
There was the beginning of some software that were DOS based. If anybody knows what DOS based is, I mean, it was very crude, just kind of inputting and imprinting it. So that was but most of the forms when I started in 97, they were actually typewritten by a paralegal. And for example, the G325 had like 3 carbon copies and different colors. That was the biometric stuff. And I remember being able to go to physically, you had to make a line at USCIS, and there were different processes that obviously all of that has changed.
This thing about immigration, though, it seems like every 10 or 15 years, there's like massive, complete turnarounds and shifts in how they do stuff. So you could be a new person in the field, and you're all of a sudden at the same level playing field as someone's been doing for 20 years, because you all have to like reinvent the wheel. Okay, I have a new program, the pro in place. How are they going to do it? Or like travel bans happen. No one's ever heard of that before. Like, and you got to figure it out. So it keeps
correct. And even I think it's the only piece of legislation that I can remember that there was a new EB5 law passed in 2022. So that kind of revamped different things. And now you have an old law and a new law and 2 different sets of investors. So I agree with you that, you got all these different concepts, and we get a new administration. What's going to happen to TPS? What's going to happen to parole in place?